let me tell you an actual story that happened with my client. We got meeting minutes from the HOA, and as I was reading through the meeting minutes, I saw just one line in one of the meetings that the board had that said, the board has decided to hire this broker to list the building. And I was like, excuse me? Is this condo building for sale? And there was nothing in the listing, nothing communicated from the listing agent prior to my client going under contract, disclosing that, by the way, the whole building is listed for sale. So there is a chance that the whole building might get sold soon after your client purchases this unit. And this goes into the deconversion sale, and it's a whole different process, very complicated. But can you imagine how surprised my client was when we found out that the building is listed for sale? And long story short, after we analyzed their meeting minutes and their financial statements, we saw that the association did not have that much in reserves for the size of the building, and that they had certain upcoming projects that they had to do, which would be a big cost to the owners. So there's a good chance that the current owners would vote in favor of selling the building had they secured a buyer. So my client decided to opt out of that deal. So to sum it up, we're always provided with the information about the HOA. We have time to review and analyze and ask questions and raise concerns. And if the information provided is not acceptable to you as a buyer because of, building being for sale or a huge upcoming maintenance project that we had no idea was there, and the seller is not willing to cooperate with us and cover the cost of it, in that case, you can actually back out of your contract. Let me make this one little note here though. If we do discover that there is an upcoming big project that we were not told, and sometimes honestly, I run into situations where the sellers themselves have no idea that there is something upcoming, especially the ones who are maybe renting the place out currently. So they're landlords, they're not that active with the board, they're not paying that much attention. So if we discover that there is a big project that's upcoming and a portion attributed to the unit will be significant and you're not willing to take on that cost, which I get you shouldn't, we can always ask the seller to put some money in escrow or give us a credit in order to cover for whatever portion of that special assessment will be attributed to the unit you're buying. So just learning about a project should not be the reason to back out, especially if you have a seller covering the cost or a partial cost. It's actually quite beneficial to you because this way you know that this will be done, and for the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years, however long you will be the owner of that property, you'll be good to go.